Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from me, host Imperial Dane. The one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the northwest is Meteor Hammer, the hammer of the Third Reich. Well, probably not. But fighting here for the German army, Deutschland. Here with the 90th Panzergrenadier Division, we got breakthrough straight away with MP40 grenadiers slightly happening here in the southeast. It is DanielD when he's not out crowning people kings of various hills and thus likely destabilizing the entirety of the Balkans even further. He also plays Coh3 and fighting off here with the British 1st Armoured Division here with Australian Defence Battle Group here, double sappers into the Aussies, Grenadiers, Kenkrats there for Meteor Hammer. As always, big hearty thanks to my patrons and supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big hearty thanks to commenting on and liking on my videos, helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. I'm also finally getting a bit of energy back after being with a bit of an aggressive cold the last several days. But anyways, got the Sango walls going up here. Nice positioning there, by the way, here for DanielD. Allows him to come up around here as well. From here, it also just makes it hard for the opponents, like, just make a beeline around this area. So there's a lot of, like, values to this one. There's a really good setup there, actually. Now, up north here, Pioneers sneaking in. Kenkrat and southwest. Grenadiers coming up the center. Sandbags on there as well. Fairly standard opening here. Aussies on the center victory point. Quick bit of barbed wire, but there you go. Grenadiers moving up there. Quickly scaring them off there from finishing off the barbed wire there. South side, Sappers moving in there. Northward bit is as well. Here's Sandbags down there. Grenadiers squad number 2 almost done here for Meteor Hammer. Well, of course, obviously, how heavy of a commitment this is going to be to the typical breakthrough Wehrmacht build. Like nowadays, it's typically like, you know, 3 Grenadiers, 1 enemy for 2 officers' quarters. Of course, there are some variations to this. And of course, the Kettenkrad also tends to be common there or 2 on the Pioneer squad. But anyway, Sappers up here. Pioneers withdrawing. Obviously, the Pioneers for the Sappers. Not exactly one engagement for the Pioneers. I mean, most one-on-one engagement for the Pioneers are losing engagement unless they have flamethrowers. Because the Sappers in particular, it's a very, very bad engagement. DanielD just withdraws probably because with the Pioneers nearby, suddenly finding the Grenadiers on their own is definitely not working for the Sappers. Otherwise, the Sappers can even like walk up and beat Grenadiers to an extent. But obviously, the House here made it a bit more risky. 3rd Grenadiers got there for Meteor Hammer. Kenkrat in trouble. He's definitely going to go hard on the MP40s once it gets there. We do have some MP40 upgrades on the way. There we go. Catch the Kenkrat retreat path here. Nice up there by DanielD. Also threatening his opponent's fuel point. Of course, his own fuel point up northeast is being threatened as well. Kenkrat, though, gets away. Talk about some spectacular act with Meteor Hammer. 3rd Grenadiers got ready. Sango walls here on the fuel point. Again, note the aggressive setup there. Fuel point there. Out here being grabbed by the Aussies. Grenadiers sprinting in. So that's 2 Sappers, 2 Australians here out of DanielD. There you go, moving up there. Fritz! Schnell mit zum Maschinenpistolen und schutz us Australians! Sappers are pursuing after the Pioneers. Kenkrat, they're still in heavy need of repairs, obviously, here for Meteor Hammer. MP40 Grenadiers up. We've got a regular section here for DanielD. Some players like to go heavy on them, best of the Wehrmacht. Others do mix in some sections because the sections do provide at least some utility with rough grenades, snares, and of course, potentially a Bren gun. So Meteor Hammer going for the Panzergrenadier company, just triple Grenadiers and seemingly with MP40s then. Interesting deviation, or shall I say, twist on that particular build order there. Very interesting twist there. Definitely one of the less common here out of Meteor Hammer. It's common doesn't mean that, but there you go. 1 P40 on here for Meteor Hammer. Aussies closing in here, of course, need to be careful. And of course, I imagine DanielD is quite concerned there about, you know, 1 P40s appearing. We do get the marksman shot. Now he actually closes in here. 1 P40 Grenadiers arriving here. Got the Grenadiers here with the sandbags around the cutoff point. Section settling at the fuel point there. Meteor Hammer needs to be careful with this fuel hit control around DanielD, that is for sure. Kenkrat, of course, still in heavy need of repairs. He can, of course, go for Panzer Grenadiers straight off the bat here. For the fast Panzer Company, that is exactly what Meteor Hammer does. He's going heavy on the assault troops here with the 5th Panzer Grenadier Company out of the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division, which is a Panzer Grenadier Division, was a bit more uniquely equipped with a mix of Italian assault guns, but also Panzer Force, which technically it wasn't supposed to have. They couldn't get Stuks, so it had to make do with, well, Italian assault guns and Panzer Force, so it started a bit like that. Panzer Grenadier Company almost done here for... Panzer Grenadiers, they're almost ready for Meteor Hammer. Not a full company. I mean, imagine you could train a full company's worth of them. That would be a bit busted. Got the also closing the Grenadiers here. Grenadiers between the sappers, also attacking from all sides. There we go. Just has to retreat here. There's simply too many troops around there, and obviously sticking around for much longer could actually result in a wipe here. Can crack on the field point there, recapturing. You do get training here for DanielD. Panzer Grenadiers arriving. So we'll have to see what he does next. After that, will he go for more Panzer Grenadier? MG42s, in fact, I'm surprised we haven't seen any at all. Snipers? I mean, he could even go for like a Stummel, so there's like plenty of paths here that Meteor Hammer could pursue versus DanielD. And there you go, a training hit. Pretty much pushes all of his troops to Veterans 1, of course, with the bonus activating then. Then he's catching the sappers here by the northern victory point. Note again the way he's trying to get up behind there, so if DanielD decides to stick around, increasing the chance of getting a wipe. In fact, he marks a little bit of chance here, as he's got a lot of units threatening him the retreat path. Really good movement here by Meteor Hammer. Threatening the cutoff point, but also in this case, also himself to defend here the sappers retreat point. He even pops the Grenadier home to get the wipe. In this case, though, for a bit too short there. Medical station now, field infirmary for DanielD. Ken Crab being pushed back by the sappers, heavily damaged. Be finding around here. Breakthrough activated, very powerful ability, very good. We'll have to see what happens next here. Could go for the Stummel now, or just a half-tech in general. You could also go for machine gun, go for more Panzer Grenadiers. I mean, there's plenty of routes here he could take versus DanielD, but so far, we're not really seeing much of it. Trying to sprint any, but the two Australian sections, of course, just focus them down quite aggressively, which combined with the training, I mean, they do deal a lot of damage very fast. Almost wiping the Grenadier squad, so awfully bold move there, I think, by Meteor Hammer that almost cost them the Grenadier squad. That needs a bit of trouble. Flamethrower sappers at it.
What do you have for us?
Go a bit of reinforcement, bit of healing. Pen crab back to the fuel point, though it needs to get repaired, honestly.
Enemy contacts!
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
2-pounder guns in case as opposed to a Stummel surprise here at a Meteor Hammer, or Stube surprise, or any kind of surprise here. Meteor Hammer, though, so far is not really going for anything else at the moment. He's just filling manpower. Okay, we do get an MD42 here fairly late-ish to the party. But better late than never. Aussies there being pushed back by the Panzer Grenadiers. They're sort of laying down heavy fire. The South Hick Grenadiers sitting a mine laid down there expertly by DanielD. Thumbs up. Back in his space, we do have the platoon command posted up, but he's not really committing to anything out of it. No Humbers, which could always be quite effective right now. Even with a lot of Grenadiers that could fit in Pantherfausts.
MG42 and crew available. Sector now
Of course,
under
at the same time, Meteor Hammer has been able to deny DanielD some fuel as well there, so he might, of course, be concerned about, you know, being hit by something nastier than a Humber anytime soon. The Grenadiers being swarmed again. We got Australians, we got the sections. Need to retreat the Grenadier squad now. It could be too late here again. There's all these Australians. MD42 team moving in here.
Weapon team ready.
Of course, one little advantage of sometimes waiting for this long is it can definitely catch your opponent off guard at times because, you know, they're suddenly like used to you not having the MD42 and then suddenly, boom, MD42. In this case, though, the surprise element there didn't end up doing too much, but theoretically it could have been quite much more devastating. Getting control of almost all the victory points. Panzer pushing back the sappers. Clearly aiming for a wipe here, but with one guy definitely running further ahead there very courageously of the rest, I don't think that's going to happen. Mortar's almost done for an obvious response here to the MD42 as soon as it arrives. It does pop the mortar. Thumbs up to that. Panzer's hitting a mine.
have command points available.
Could lay down mines with the Ken crowd here. We got the communication cables upgrade up, which is very powerful. Honestly, I think it might be a bit too good, but that's that. Good merge here, by the way, by Meteor Hammer, keeping his more, you know, heavy infantry there up to snuff by sneaking a few Grenadiers there. Thumbs up to Meteor Hammer. Back at base hit, reinforcing healing. Australians still being suppressed. We should also, by the way, as a quick side note, next well, by the time this video goes up this week, get a video stream from Relic about what to expect from the update overall. So far in part seems to point to early improvements, improvements to early TTK or time to kill, amongst other things, but also sound and animation improvements and effects improvements. That, well, just effects. Don't think animations, but effects and such things. So should be interested to get more details there. Really big manpower flow to the Meteor Hammer, though. It might be a Panzer Company rush and then into fast Starstorm, maybe. I mean, I could see the logic of that, but even then, I feel like floating 700 manpower is... Oh, yeah, he lost the Pioneers. Is a bit much here. Panzer Company, so it might be some fast Starstorm being planned here out of Meteor Hammer here versus those Britischer Inselaffen. But even then, I feel like that's a bit... Holy smokes, that grenade assault there didn't just tear through the stairs, it tore through the British on the stairs. The mighty Stielhandgranate. Panzers heading northwards there.
The enemy has claimed our territory.
Crowd rolling up, machine on the move. Panzer Company, they're halfway done here for Meteor Hammer. DanielD could also soon take up himself. Panzers, they're getting shot at there, but the marksman taking a bit of light damage. And he's holding up. Aussies moving up. Big 2 points wise. We do have a good lead for the Germans over DanielD. 600 manpower can soon go for those Starstruben. Mortar raining down death here from above. And there you go. Panzer Company up. Can then go straight for the Starstorm. You definitely see some players who go for these kind of Starstorm rush strategies.
Rapid production protocols are in effect.
But don't use the battle group. You know, with the mechanized call and just build up and then stars out.
Enemy forces have
So
captured
thumbs
the
up to
victory
Meteor
point.
Hammer. Will definitely put DanielD a bit on the back foot here if he's not careful. Crap once more in heavy need repairs.
Acknowledge.
From Northern Ponty with the MG42. Looking to obviously get the caps going here against Mr. DanielD once more. Oh, Crap knocked out.
Vehicle is
I'm
lost.
not entirely sure what he was doing there. Maybe a misclick. Who knows? But by the way, that definitely cost him the cannon grab. Great, of course, kill there for DanielD because it's a sort of unit that like can just really constantly like just add some nasty economic blows to you and just frustrate your matches. So I imagine DanielD has a bit of relief that seeing that one just burnt out now. Down here's being pushed back. Pushing forwards here could catch the mortar there if DanielD isn't paying attention, and he was. Starts moving forwards with the MG42 and the G43s. Armed to the teeth with automatics, semi-automatics, and of course a lot of grenades. I always feel like with the Starstorm they probably got the version of the shield hunt granada with fragmentation sleeves, which was a thing.
We have lost control of
Almost
the
had the
victory
section there with the bomb grenade there. Northern machine gun flanked with the Australians, and here we see Meteor Hammer's not quite paying attention. Could cost him the machine gun, in particular with the Australians having scoped Lee Enfields now. Moving up here again, note the path here. Pushing back the section there. Plus again, that Panda 4 honestly could probably get away with another Starstorm squad if anything. At the current state of affairs, like just more, you know, elite infantry there. I could see that giving DanielD quite the case of indigestion. The fragmentation sleeve was basically a way to like just add some firepower there to the Stielhandgranate. Of course, worth keeping in mind, the initial like base model was meant to more of as an offensive grenade, like meant to like partly of course do damage and kill, but also just to stun defenders. So you know the attackers could then follow up on the grenade, could quickly move in there without having to worry about you know also getting hit by the grenades, you know, fragments or ricocheting it off there. So that's kind of why the grenade was designed like that. And obviously they realized they did need a bit more power here and there, so they added a fragmentation sleeve as an option to that, like, you know, make it even more lethal. Fun fact.
Sharpshooter standing by.
So we got a pretty late sniper here out of Meteor Hammer with the scope G43. Honestly, at this point, honestly, I would think like just more Starstorm would kind of make more sense here for Meteor Hammer, but Sniper obviously is going to be an entirely bad choice here. Certainly has a good psychological element. Charging with the Sapper, Starstorm around in the flank here, but the Grenadiers, I think, won't be able to hold the line here. Machine gun teaming up to cover the flank of the Starstorm. And there you go, Grenade Assault there, causing massive chaos and damage to the advance here. Section under fire from the Sniper, soon enough, there we go. But the Sniper's been caught out in the open, needs to retreat here. If you lose the Sniper now, then obviously the Starstorm is better, because again, they're not going to die nearly as fast. Starstorm being caught with the foot guards, he's not paying attention, he's too caught up with the Sniper here. But, oh, the machine gets wiped, oh dear. This is also a bit the other risk of the Sniper then, like, you know, it causes you to like over-focus on losing sight of other stuff here. And this is causing definitely lose the machine gun, but he might even lose the Starstorm, because again, he suddenly had to like pay attention to the Sniper to save him. But this could end up being a really expensive Sniper that way. It's also something that's worth keeping in mind there about your Snipers and how you use them, because again, you're obviously going to pay attention to them because they're an expensive but squishy investment. So this could obviously be another argument for how it might have just been better for him to, you know, just go for another Starstorm squad, because you're going to be less concerned about, like, you know, just a few guys coming up and just, you know, popping their heads off. Lots of Pioneers of Meteor Hammer to repair his Panzer. It's not... Okay, just fully reinforced. I would expect him to actually merge some Grenadiers for the Starstorm, but...
Pioneers standing by.
First Pioneer squad ready. Second one on the way there. Victory points wise. We still have a good lead for Meteor Hammer in the 90th here against DanielD.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
Second Pioneer squad ready. Panzerkampfwagen pushing forwards, crashing through the walls. Masonry tumbling all over the place, and the mortar crew there suffers massive injuries. Grenadiers of the Sappers. And there you go. We got a Meteor 2 out here for DanielD, and obviously threat here to both infantry and snipers. Not so much the Panda 4. How will Meteor Hammer respond to this? I mean, he will probably go for packs. Of course, the packs will struggle a bit with the very thick armor of the Meteor 2. Of course, we got anti-tanks ready up for DanielD already, plus the foot guard. So, right now, DanielD definitely has more anti-tank assets to bring to bear against Meteor Hammer's Panda 4 than Meteor Hammer's to bring to bear against that Meteor 2. So that obviously makes things a bit more complicated now for the German player. But there you go, we do get one pack 40, and I would not be surprised to see double pack 40s here. Most players tend to prefer double anti-tank guns. Glennie's heading on mine, Ludwig and Heinz expire. Section advancing here, Starstorm ready though. Alongside the Sniper. Reginald there goes down first, causing Knight to take command of the squad there. Panther engaging, misses. There we go, down just 2 men. Pack 40 is almost done here.
Victory point lost.
Anti-tank up to engage the Panther 4, forcing him to withdraw.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Sniper sneaking in, pack 40 ready there, back at base for Meteor Hammer. We've got 231 versus 427. Meteor Hammer, likely at this point, he's just going to try and hold up for the Tiger tank though. So he could surprise us all. Starstorm there narrowly avoids being utterly annihilated again. A part of me would just like to say that squad is spawned under Lucky Star, but then again, you remember like twice it's almost like, you know, been entirely wiped out. That's not exactly lucky either, when like, you know, repeatedly just 3 guys die. That's a pretty terrible rate of survival. Good guts moving in here. Not a bad maneuver there by DanielD. Like, basically he's able to threaten the retreat path of the Panther 4, which is very important considering, again, they got the ability to like stun vehicles there. Panzer's flanking in here. Anthony's setting up here as well. Yeah, he's going to be able to take out the Panther 4 here. They do have the Directions 1 ability popped up, but it's not going to matter. And there you go. Got it. Really good feint there by DanielD. He might even take out a Pioneer squad as well here. Solid flank. And he didn't even get the Meteor 2 here. Really painful blow there to Meteor Hammer and the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division. Like, just destroying the Panther. Oh, we do get a bomb grenade here. Once more, though, unfortunately for himself, but fortunately for DanielD, his timing with those grenades and retreating units is a bit off. Admittedly, it's not exactly, you know, easy to do, so I don't blame him for it. But it is worth keeping in mind there. His timing is nonetheless a bit off. It's definitely something you will require to, like, you know, work a lot with to, like, get those timings fairly correct. And of course, once you can, like, nail grenades like that on a tree path with enough consistency and accuracy, you can really do some significant damage to your opponents. Shot bounce, they're very lucky there for DanielD. Very lucky. Starstorm squad almost wiped out again. Australians for training, Meteor 2, the Enfields, and that max mobility can really do a lot of damage to infantry very fast. Now we get a good hit in here. Then he's moving in. And the sniper goes down. That was really fast too. But he got caught there between two, again, units with training, so... Ultimately, was the sniper a great choice? I'm still not convinced of it here. I think just more Starstorm would actually just be a much better choice for Meteor Hammer than the sniper here. And a Pioneer squad, what, Pack 40 still as well here. Really, really bad spot now to be in for the German player. Like, he just lost so much there in such a short amount of time there. And in comparison, he was not able to, like, deliver the same amount of damage to his opponent. So right now, Meteor Hammer is really being pressured here by DanielD. I mean, he's got nothing to really threaten the Matilda 2 with except Pantherfaust. Victory points wise, he does have a good lead. He's technically not too far away from the Tiger tank, but still, this is overall looking pretty rough there for Mr. Meteor Hammer, to put it gently.
Our enemy has control over all victory points.
And now we got armor vehicle training there for DanielD, of course, meaning the Matilda is going to become even more lethal, which is great for DanielD, but of course is only another added headache here to Meteor Hammer and the Germans. Say what? The training's a tank cruise? They don't normally do that? I don't suppose so, Helmut. What the hell are those British doing? Start swimming forwards. South there, a bit quiet.
Breakthrough tactics activated.
And there you go, breakthrough. It's definitely one of those things that also make this battle group good. Like if you're a bit behind a map control or something like that, breakthrough is a great way to like swing the game back very quickly in your favor. Even with like a small force compared to the opponent like we see right now here with Meteor Hammer versus DanielD. So, ooh, blend cover there. Great one there, denies cover, but also just makes it hard for him to shoot at his troops. In this case, he just retreats here. Also, it's a smart tactical move that starts to more alone health. And there's not really much big gain from this engagement, particularly with the Australians. Once they get a bit of veterancy and with the scope, the infields can actually ignore some of the cover bonus. So, trying to do that against there is going to be a very bad idea. Meanwhile, Meteor Hammer is moments away from the Tiger. Should be able to, yeah, call it now. Just needs to press the button.
Tiger heavy panzers eager for orders.
There you go. Found a third schwere Panzerabteilung. Summons forth a Tiger. The South against being spotted Matilda 2. Strain is moving forwards with a bit of nice, steady confidence. Only taking heavy damage to the Matilda 2. There's to retreat. Almost got them wiped here because, again, with training, the Matilda 2 gets really, 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 really good versus infantry, as you might have noticed. Almost got it wiped. Tiger tanks right up north here.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Very lucky there, I would say, for Meteor Hammer's Grenadier. Well, not as much the Grenadier squad itself, but they only have the Meteor Hammer because they didn't get wiped. Target engaging the Oreki section they dug in.
We have lost the sector.
Got the infantry getting the Grenadiers out in the open. Tiger advancing here, steadily supported by a good amount of infantry. Adding the pin mounted machine gun there, thumbs up. We got 186 to 317. And we got the arch out here for DanielD, the 17-pounder gun mounted backwards on the Valentine tank chassis. Yes, you heard correctly, backwards. This is basically the front end of it, and this is the back end.
We have territory cut off from supply.
So there's a bit of a unique design in that sense. That was one of the many various, shall I say, designs where they basically mounted a 17-pounder gun on something. similar to the Sherman Firefly, or the, what's it called, the Achilles tank destroyer, or self-propelled anti-tank gun as the British called it, because the British doctrine did not operate with tank destroyers. They called them self-propelled anti-tank guns because they had to be British about it. So go figure. Good shot there from the Tiger tank on the Matilda 2 here. Getting hit here by the 6-pound or Pack 40 there. He isn't, of course, aware of the Archer yet, but I imagine he will soon become painfully aware as it hits the Tiger tank there, obviously. Matilda 2 keeping the Panthers at bay here in the south. Grenadiers trying to push forward here, threatening the southern flank of DanielD, but he's looking like he's in an overall strong position right now. Even with the rout of the Tiger tank, he still has plenty of anti-tank assets and infantry. You can see Meteor here is going for the Pack 40. Help, you know, punch through DanielD's lines of armor. Of course, Tiger tank is in need of repairs. And honestly, getting another Pioneer squad system for that, I think it's also going to be a good idea here for Mr. Meteor Hammer. And he's advancing under fire from the Matilda 2, obviously. Teague advancing. Good shot there. Panther's combined here. Will blow up the Indian. He might be able to take out the Tiger tank here. We see DanielD moving in pretty aggressively with the Archer, but that could actually get him too close to the Tiger tank. Yeah. I think DanielD caught himself there and took the longer route with the Archer there, because he got within range of the Tiger tank like that. He could have quickly lost the Archer. That was DanielD averting disaster there with a capital D, like in Daniel. But there you go. Massive hit there on the Tiger tank there. Several hits, in fact, from all the anti-tank guns. And the Tiger tank goes down. That was definitely a painful blow there to Meteor Hammer. I don't know what happened there. Was this like just a misclick or a brain fart? Did he have like a really bad idea? I don't know, but sending your Tiger tank straight into the Archer like that was definitely ill-advised, to put it mildly. DanielD meanwhile taking up, he's setting up for grants. Thumbs up. Pioneers advancing up northeast. Starstorm pushed back the Australians, unable to match the sheer ferocity of the Starstorm.
Breakthrough tactics activated. Territory capture is prioritized.
Another bit of breakthrough. The Pioneers are going to get wiped out though. Unless he's very, very, very lucky. Looks like he is. Starstorm the busy up north here, grabbing the points away. We got 186 to 251 here. Meteor Hammer is clinging to this match.
250 points remain for us.
The south here, Panther goes to the foot guards. Got east level foot guards here. Panthers need to withdraw before the foot guards finish him off here. Got the northern victory point with the Starstorm. Pioneers just basically capturing. And we got the M3 Grant halfway done here for DanielD. Sappers moving in. Starstorm around from the other side here. We'll need to withdraw those Pioneers. They're already super low on health. We've got the number 69 Percussive Grenade. And there goes Sappers pushed back by the Starstorm. Almost wiped out, in fact.
You need us? Yes, sir. We are ready.
Grant ready there for DanielD. That will certainly only complicate matters here, of course, for Meteor Hammer. He's only got one Pack 40 here. Grenadiers charging in the foot. There you go. Gammon bomb runs. They do bypass it mostly, except for Helmut, who rather found his internal organs bypassed by the Gammon bomb. And then some. There you go. Grant striking into the bunch of Grenadiers. This is really terrible for them. He can, of course, try to Pantherfaust, but that's going to have a lot of risk. Southwest side of Panzer casting the Australians there. Fighting for the center victory point is going poorly here for Meteor Hammer's Grenadiers. He's taking extensive casualties. Got an incendiary bombing run called in the south here against the MD-42. Almost wiping it, in fact. Really close call. Another Panther for Meteor Hammer. Obviously, he is not going to try and stall here for another Tiger tank right now. That would be incredibly ill-considered there if you were to do that. There you go, Panther arriving here just in time. Grant could be in trouble now, but it's necessarily exposed to rear here to get away, and he can only fire his little gun in the Panther 4. Obviously, he can still fire a gun, but it's not particularly useful. Pack 40 setting up here. Great shot here. We could see DanielD yourself with the Grant getting knocked out. I'd say that's looking very, very likely here. Got it, but we got Pack 40 opening up the Panther 4. We got the Arch bringing in to further block any breakthroughs. 186 on a 9 here. Meteor Hammer keeps fighting like a man possessed. Foot guards and sappers moving in to occupy the center once more in the face of a continued German advance. Back here, Panther 4 need repairs. Packs that are being healed up.
The ability is ready for use.
Aussie's hiding out.
Down to 200 points.
200 points left now here. DanielD. We'll have to see what he's planning next. Just watch his grunt explode. A very dramatic fashion. In the center, German elite and heavy infantry being launched forwards. Here we've got the foot guards counter-attacking here. Panzers need to withdraw. And there you go, Gamma bomb into Starstorm. Mostly dodging that one. Foot guards pursue here, but they're all on health. There we go. Down to 3 men. And there you go. That forces down each withdraws. There's just 2 of them are bazooka guys, which is not going to do much in close quarters against Starstorm. That's awfully optimistic if you think that. South side, their point being grabbed. Of course, in the actual war, you probably could have pulled it off to some extent. But that's another story. Up north, Grenadiers for the Sappers. Starstorm do not pop the blend cover, interestingly enough. Because he popped breakthrough again. But there you go. DanielD here saw through Meteor Hammer's move there and just going to block. He wipes the MD42 there with shock assault and heavy cover. Thumbs up in the section that's also taking heavy damage from it. Mortar that could take them out if he's not careful. Panther 4 the bits engaging British and Australian forces. Down to 1 man. Mortar that almost got them here. And yeah, he won that again. Just veteran defeat Starstorm with shock assault. Just ripping through the DanielD's forces. In the south, continued advance as well there. Meteor Hammer is just fighting his way back here into the match against DanielD and the British forces. Again, he now has veteran defeat Starstorm. Of course, if he's sharp, he might just merge the Grenadiers here with them to get them to full strength at a discount, and of course get them back into action fast as well. The Safai's not been particularly keen on merging with his Starstorm. Got the northern point there. Could save a fair bit of manpower for that. But yeah, Meteor Hammer, I think, is displaying one really solid ability, which is he can like focus across more of the map there. He doesn't like overfocus in the center, whereas DanielD, to an extent, kinda is overfocusing. He's not overfocusing, but he's definitely focusing there. He's obviously able to fight for the rest of the map as well, but he doesn't quite do it as much there because, in part, well, he obviously doesn't have to. He can just hold the center. Center of the map, the center on Villa Fiore is a very dominant center, in part because it can be quite awkward to attack up on, and it covers like a pretty broad part of the map as well. So if you also got mortars, you can make things even nastier. Meteor Hammer could soon go for another Panther 4. We'll have to see if that's what he does. He could also just go for more Starstorm. Got a fresh grant there out here for DanielD. Up north here, Grenadiers and Starstorm spot attacking into the Australians. Betsy 3 in heavy cover. And the Grenadiers swiped there by all the various guns he deployed by DanielD. Of course, the Meteor Hammer, a fairly, crucial infantry squad at this point. He will have to replace them, I think. Then he goes for another Pack 40, which, I mean, does make sense too, but really needs more troops. Quick shot then to the side of the grab hold appearances. We got 106 versus 168. Really close race by now in terms of victory points.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Going on with the point of the Grenadiers, starts grabbing this nearby field point. Could go for another Panther 4 in a few moments. And just bring in more tanks right now. There you go. Grant, they're being held on Pack 5. Panther 4 fire. Crew is shaking with furious. They watch the tea kettle just getting blown apart there by an armor piercing round going through the tank and out the other end of it. Foot guards here pursuing the Panther 4. Panzer crew there panicking and not hitting a single shot. We got the Starstorm arriving now to save the day here, but the Panzer crew and the foot guards are getting battered. 17-pounder gun of the Archer there firing back. Packs joining in. Gun incendiary bombardment. Pack 40 hitting up as well there. A lot of bunch up elements here. Archer goes down. And there goes incendiary bombardment. Could take out the foot guards. Anti-tank guns. It's a great big fire here. Everything is burning. Panzer Grenadiers rushing forwards. Packs are into the Grant. 146, 168 here. What a bombardment. What a moment. Still, DanielD displays some incredibly stiff upper lip here. If it was even any stiffer, someone might confuse it with rigor mortis at this point.
Panzer IV is field ready.
Another Panther 4 ready for Meteor Hammer in the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division. Frantically calling headquarters for as many Panther 4s as he can. Divisional headquarters, obviously. Meanwhile, we actually see him withdrawing the Grant here. Probably to just rebuild the Grant. Or he could be going for another Archer. We'll have to see here. Got this Australians pushing that few victory point. They could of course quickly win the Panther 4 to block. Then he does go for new Grunts. Yeah, like that's deliberately something you see players do. They'll just, like, as long as it's not too like in a veteran, they'll just withdraw and refit, and then just build a new one, so they don't have to like spend time repairing it. It's very American. That feels like something more like the Americans would do if they could. I mean, in some ways, that's kind of what the Americans did. Like, you know, you had cases of the American troops just, you know, on the march to, like, the German borders, like, you know, just throwing away the rifles, knowing they could just be issued a new one once they had to get to the fighting part there. Like, that literally happened. Of, like, they had, like, I think it was, like, in the Pacific, like, you know, in the aircraft carriers, like, in some cases, instead of, like, repairing an aircraft, they just dump it into the ocean. So this feels a lot more American than British, but that's just me. Anyways, another Grant there for DanielD. Ace level starts from there. DanielD forming a force there, but he's definitely overcommitted with the Pack 40s enough to support them. That's a big blunder there by Meteor Hammer. Up north, the Panthers engaging here, various elements here under DanielD's command. He's trying to push for all 3 points at the same time. Pretty risky. Starstorm on the danger zone here. If he gets wiped there from Daniel, that would be huge for Daniel. Massive. Bigly. But no, he does not. Ground advantage for Portugal, 146 is 95 here. Going for the centre victory point. Panther 1 to assist the other Panther 4 here. Got packs hunting about there in the centre. Australians, foot guards, and anti-tank guns are charging in. Panther 4, they're taking it for the packs. And the Grants. Australians in close, being wiped out actually here. Yes, they go down. The fighting is brutal. It is relentless. It is ceaseless. In the center, he forgot about everything, losing the Grenadiers, and he didn't get the Grant, but lost to Panther 4. Meteor Hammer once more. Being so close here, and then watching it slip through his fingers. Crumbling. Turning to ash. Got the Grant, but at what cost here? And there's a good chance of losing the other Grenadiers due to the Grant there with all of its training. Packs are firing, but they're missing there. Go that hit. Honey's about to get wiped out. Panther 4 in danger. Heavy pack fire there. Grenadiers somehow avoid getting wiped out. Can the Grant get out of there? Yes, it escapes there. Meteor Hammer's pack front. We got 146 versus 45. Desperately trying to escape with this Panther 4, and it does not. The foot guards cook it up.
Victory points are under enemy control.
Another Panther 4 there for Meteor Hammer. Starstorm popping blend cups against the foot guards.
We have 25 points left.
24 points left here. Packs engaging the Grant. Fresh Panther 4 they're arriving. Foot guard has the Starstorm. Down to 4 men here. Get only 2 of them with Thompsons. Down to 1 man with the Thompsons. The rest of the bazookas. Gammon bombs off. Panthers with the center being grenaded here. Got them pushed off. 12 points left. 11. Trying to take out that Grant here. Now the one away. Panther forming up. We got 10 points left. Starstorm are somehow living. Now that is lucky. Stars themselves. None of them have died, but they're all pretty close to. 9 points left. 8 points left. Halted the bleed for now. Sorry about that. 7, 6, 5. At this point, it's not looking great for Meteor Hammer. 3, 2, 1. And GG, game over. A loss there for Meteor Hammer. Victory for DanielD. A hard-fought battle. That time she was so close, but every single time it kind of sort of something went fairly wrong there for him. I also just think that sniper really not something you should have gone, at least not the way he was playing. I think more stars from here would have been a much better investment. I think could have probably led him to more concrete success. Also, he should have replenished his infantry losses as they happened. He didn't, and I think that was like another way that DanielD was able to, like, you know, push more effectively across the map. But otherwise, really great match there. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial 19. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.